Good morning, Holly. It's a new day and time for a fresh start. Let's get going. You can expect mostly sunny weather, with a high of 16 degrees and a low of 6 degrees.
So the first thing I've been doing when I wake up recently is reading, and it's really been helping me feel quite relaxed. I do that for about half an hour. If I get carried away, it might be up to an hour. But today I knew I had things to do, so I just put my dressing gown on, went to the toilet obviously, because that's what most of us do in the morning, and then I got ready to head downstairs and have water. So I can't remember the last time I didn't wake up and drink 2 mason jars of water first thing. I do it every single day. And then after that, I always do my teeth. Also, for a very long time now, I've been brushing my teeth first thing, so before I eat anything. And whilst I'm downstairs, I sometimes clear the draining board. I often forget, so I don't do it every day. Since I've been downstairs, I usually then return to my room upstairs and make my bed. I'm someone that doesn't really like leaving it not made. It just doesn't look put together, so I will sort it out and make it look presentable. And this is my avocado duvet set. I just thought you'd appreciate seeing that. I honestly love it. Now at my desk, and yes, still in my dressing gown, I usually plan my day, so I just add to my weekly structure. I fill in all the details and make sure that I write down all the small things I want to do that day. When I filmed this, the first thing I did was reply to YouTube comments on my latest video. However, it does vary every day.
Alexa, set a timer for 20 minutes.
20 minutes, starting now.
Something that I usually do every day, or every weekday at least, is my emails in the morning. To make sure I don't get too carried away, I just set timers, as you saw with Alexa, and whilst I'm doing my emails, I'll then also fill out my diary, just fill in any extra things. And if I have tutoring that day, I usually like to make sure I have everything prepared, so all of my PowerPoint's ready. After about an hour or an hour and a half, or maybe even 2 hours sometimes, I will then get dressed and get out of my pajamas. And I will put on clothes that are suitable for working out, so that usually consists of a workout top and some leggings or shorts, because recently in the mornings I have been loving getting fresh air and going on a run. I literally go half the morning without knowing where my phone is, and I'm just like, oh yeah, it's under my pillow still. Also, this hair, washed it yesterday, so we're back to the poofy stage of the hair cycle. The day straight after I wash my hair is hardest for me to manage. It just flies everywhere, so I do have a bit of a struggle trying to put it in even a low ponytail. But after that, I sometimes, if I remember, put sun cream on, and I will do this if it does look especially sunny outside, just to be sure that I'm sun safe.
Don't forget the ears. I didn't buy these, Emily bought these. She now doesn't use them, so she gives them to me. Basically the story of my life. I get everything that Emily doesn't use anymore. So yeah, this is a HelioCare face sun cream, SPF 50.
And then, rather ironically, even on the sunny days I still put my headband on, but the reason why I do this is because it holds in my AirPods. And I usually run either listening to a podcast or music hence my AirPods are the best things ever.
Running motivation starts from the moment you put the AirPods in. You start pumping out the music and it gets you in the zone. I will put on my favorite song at the moment, Super Lonely by Beanie.
Okay, first of all, I don't know if that's how you say her name, and second of all, I think lockdown has sent us all a bit crazy, although I am kind of crazy, I do this all the time anyway, so yeah, I suppose this is part of my morning routine. Okay, so now soothing background music continues, and after I've danced, I suppose you would say, or just, I don't know, let out a lot of my morning energy, I basically do some dynamic stretching, not static stretching, first thing before my run, and I've really noticed that this does make a difference, especially because I'm running more at the moment. I just wear my Apple Watch and we'll use it either to run a certain distance, run a certain time, or just do an open-ended run. But basically, it's not every day because I don't remember to wear it every day. Now that is so true, I do often forget to wear my watch. But anyways, back downstairs, I then have 3 dates before I go on a run, and I found that 3 dates works perfectly. It gives me the right amount of energy without giving me a stitch. You will also notice that I haven't yet eaten a meal in the morning, and this will make sense in my evening routine, so if you'd like to see that, definitely like this video. But essentially, I can go fasted on my runs in the morning. I have enough energy because I fueled up the evening before. Oh my gosh, it's actually so cold. It looks so sunny. That's what's so deceiving about the UK weather. It's like, oh, it's sunny today, but then you step outside and it's so cold. So I'm glad I have my headband on. I just realized I'm covering my ears anyway, even though I made sure I put sun cream on them. Great work, Holly, great work. This is the moment when I decide whether to listen to music or a podcast. Today I think it's a music day, and I don't really know how far I'm gonna run, to be honest with you. I'll just make it up. A spontaneous decision, but today I did actually run through the fields and I ran 10k. Halfway! This is hay fever causing material. $10k done! After I get back after every single run, I make sure that I stretch out, and today when I filmed this, I was out for about 50 minutes, just over that, running 10k as I said. And then I usually stretch for about 10 to 15 minutes if I do it properly. If you would like a video where I talk about running or a running routine video, then definitely like this or let me know in the comments down below. The goal when stretching is to not be attacked by Bali and Java. I have to come in and be really quiet so they don't see me. They found me when I'm finished. This is okay. Hi! Yeah, so stretching with Bali and Java just really doesn't happen. It's pretty much impossible. Oh, did she take it from you? Oh dear, Java, Java, you're a cheeky girl, huh? Then back inside, I will open my blinds, and I usually also open a window just to get some air flowing. However, it does worsen my hay fever.
Hello.
She came to say hello. Oh.
Good morning.
Rude.
And I then freshen up after my workout of the morning, so I usually just obviously change clothes and change sports bras. Most importantly, this one is one of my favorites actually. I thought I'd mention it. It's got a really nice back, which I love. And then today I just put on my Nana tee, my black Nana tee, and you know, the link is always down below. It's my sister and I's ethical clothing brand. So if you have hay fever, you will understand what I mean when I say itchy roof of mouth. You keep swallowing and trying to itch your mouth and it just doesn't go away. It's literally the worst hay fever symptom ever. Okay, my breakfast time always starts with boiling the kettle to make myself a hot lemon. This is just made with boiling water and a tiny bit of lemon because that's what I love. And then I also take my quercetin, hay fever and vitamin B12 supplement. My favourite first meal of the day has been for a very long time my green smoothie, and yes, I do start by eating loads of spinach. I just do this every single day, and then I will get my Breville blender out and find myself a ripe banana if it's available and start filling up my blender essentially. And yes, I'm also having a mare with the frozen bananas that are flying everywhere and they're giving me a bit of a brain freeze. But anyway, back to the smoothie. I fill up my blender, I add some plant-based milk. Today I just added some soy milk, and then I just start blending everything together before I add different powders and blend it again. Because I never measure anything, sometimes this is the point when I realize it's a bit too runny, and I do love my smoothies thick, so I was quite disappointed today. However, it's a green smoothie, so I'm always very happy. And because I just crave refreshing foods in the morning, I usually eat some other fruits whilst I'm doing some German practice if I have time, using my favorite app, Babbel.
Wir haben keinen englischen Sänger.
Wir haben keinen englischen Sänger.
Ja, das war gut. Ich mag mein altes, ja.
Ich mag mein altes Grammophon.
Grammophon. Ich finde deine neuen CD-Spielen toll.
Schönen Text geschrieben.
Evelyn hat einen schönen Text geschrieben.
Ja, oh, more grammar. Das sind fantastische Texte.
Das sind fantastische Texte.
I don't get it. Sie schreibt schöne Lieder. Oh, das ist nicht sehr gut.
I usually take my smoothie upstairs to drink whilst I'm getting on, and at this point I'm actually cold because the window's been open and I'm drinking a cold smoothie.
Perfekt.
And yes, I am still in a bit of a German mode if I've done some German practice. But anyway, back upstairs, in the mornings my tasks usually vary. So I sometimes do some editing and I edit my videos using Final Cut. Milka will probably join me at some point.
Come and make me full of Katya.
Whilst I do try and limit distractions by quitting my mail and putting my phone on airplane mode, I am slightly distracted sometimes by Milka, but normally she'll just sit quietly whilst I'm getting on. And recently at the moment in the mornings, I've sometimes been doing some master's research or sending in applications. As I said, it just varies depending on that particular day and what I've set myself to do. Something else that I may be doing in the mornings is tutoring, and I usually schedule sessions so they're one after the other with 15-minute breaks in between, and I like to do this just so that I can take a bit of a break myself, but also just make sure that I write down what we've done in each session and also just think ahead for the next one. I started online tutoring quite soon after I graduated last year in 2019, and I've loved it ever since I started. But essentially this now concludes my morning routine. I hope you enjoyed it. Definitely like it if you did. Comment down below and like this video as well if you'd like to see my evening routine to go with this one. I will speak to you very soon in another video, but I will just leave you by saying that even though my routine is very important to me, especially during lockdown, please remember that everyone's routines will be different and it's okay to not even have a routine.